Thursdays with Johanna. This is my studio here in south of Sweden, where I dye some yarn and produce videos both for YouTube that you are watching now and some videos for my online courses. I also make patterns, and yeah, I have some physical workshops as well in Sweden, mostly south of Sweden. So this weekend on Saturday I will actually be on Öland. I guess you're gonna say on because it's an island, together with Karin Öberg, who has the Kalinka yarn, and I will be there with my yarn, and I will be giving a workshop on how to construct different kind of heels. So I hope to see you there. You go in to Karin's website to place and to say that you're coming, and to secure your spot. And you can find all the links down below. And yeah, this is not the normal format. This is a run through of all my current whips. I started to gather them, and I can't really say that I knew I had so much. I didn't think I did, because in our living space I keep this basket. So this is what my whips that I actively work on, they all fit in here most of the time. So I thought I had this and then maybe a few more that I knew about, but when I started to pick them all together I realized that I had a lot more than I thought. Some will be quicker to be decided about, but I guess some of them will take longer. I will go through all of my whips and I will decide if I want to finish them or if I want to frog them. So I hope you're in for a ride for this, because I have this basket, which I mostly know what's in here. Then I have this one. We have 2 bags over here. And I think this is my shame bucket. So it will be interesting to find out what's in here, because I haven't gone through anything before. Let's see what we find. We start on top. This one is my most active work in progress at the moment. This is my second pair of Find Away socks that will be released in the coming month. And yeah, I'm not working as fast as I want, because we have had a small one home from daycare again with a cold. And then yeah, but I'm decided to do both at the same time to see how they work out, and so that I can finish both of them. Hopefully this is the project that I will be working on during the weekend, so I can get them done and ready for some photos, so we can release the pattern to all of you. That is my current most worked on whip. It's in a bag, one of the early bags from Yale and the Bags. So her current bag doesn't quite look like this, but I really like this with some wool at the bottom and a linen fabric, and I really like this yellow color. In here we have a secret test knit for Anna Yarnesty. It will be released as a mystery knitting starting July 1st over at Nordic Knitting Society. So go check it out there if you want to. It's been really fun to work on, and it's using 2 colors. I can't really say anything else about this one. I'm keeping it, that's for sure. In here we saw this last time, and I have to admit I haven't done that much with it. I have balled up one of the small mini skeins, because then someone needed some attention. And so this will be Square Mittens by Justin. And yeah, I've only balled up this yarn, but it's a keeper for sure. This bag is by Birgitta over at Oppinils, and this is a retro fabric that she have repurposed into a project bag, and I really like it. All those retro teacups and teapots or coffee cups and patterns and color scheme. Yeah, it's so pretty, and I use it a lot. Okay, in here we have my hot mess socks that I actually finished one sock. So I have one sock, and I don't even know if I cast on. Yeah, I did cast on. Nothing more than cast on, but I have it on the needles. Yeah. This will be released in English as soon as my little girl is back in daycare, so I can actually focus a little bit and not have to run after her every 3 seconds, because that is the status right now. She's not really sick. She has a little bit of sniffles, and yeah, the energy is really high. Let's just put it like that. Today she has destroyed one lamp. She has poured out, I don't know how many cups of water on the floor, so I had to dry that up. And then yeah, I don't really know what everything is that she's doing, but yeah, she wants to have the carpets as blankets, and I really don't like that, so we have a bit of differences at the moment. Okay, in here I have some more yarn for my second Yarnesty sock. So one of the colors I'm using is this pale green that I'm calling Sommaräng, which is like summer grass, summer field. And yeah, pale yellowish green, and I'm pairing that one with a brown, this brown, I think. So these are the two colors that I'm pairing together for my Yarnesty test knit. This is a color called praline, like small piece of chocolate. So yeah, pairing these two together to work on the socks. I'm sorry if you can hear the dogs barking. They are outside and the door is closed, but I can hear them in here, so I don't know how much it picked up. My notions bag, we will go through that some other time. We have this project here that is one sock tube at the moment that I want to turn into socks at some point of time, but not right now. It will also stay in here. It's not something that I'm gonna change out from here. And then we have two projects that are completed that just needs the ends woven in. My first Find a Way socks and a simple hat that I just put together with some stripes and ribbing, and yeah, it will be finished at some point of time. Then we have a lot of socks that needs to be mended, and for some reason I'm really not feeling like mending socks at the moment, so they should just stay here on the side of this basket. This is the one that I knew kind of what I had in it, and I'm semi working on all of them. So that is my current whips that absolutely should stay on the needles, and I want to work through them. I have one more that I actually know what's in here. This one is my comfort zone sweater. It's worked out of SKU number 3 and SKU fluff, and I really want to finish this, and it's taking the back seat since I'm working so much on socks at the moment, but this will be such a lovely sweater for the winter. So I need to get cracking a little bit more on that one when I get some other test knit under, or not under, when I get the test knit done. I guess I'm gonna pick this one up again. And the Comfort Zone sweater is by Aneta, and I will link the pattern down below, and I really recommend the pattern. It's a fun structure pattern that you can, yeah, that is really fun to knit, so I want to get back to that knitting. Okay, let's just grab a basket and start. In here I keep my hexipuffs that I'm knitting. I'm not stuffing them, so it's just double-sided knitting. I'm using scrap sock yarn to do all this, and I have my double point needles and some sock yarn or some scrap yarn in there, and I try to gather them. I think I'm putting them together like 5 and 5. I haven't been working on this project for almost a year, but it's not something that I'm gonna frog, because I actually have quite a lot of them at the moment, but I'm stuck at how I want to piece them together, because I did try to crochet them together and I'm not really impressed by that. Here we have like 10 of these small hexes, and yeah, I have a lot of them. And here is the piece that I tried to crochet together, and I really don't know if that is the way I want to do it. In the patterns, you just secure the corners and you keep these gaps, and that is not something that I want to do. So maybe it's just a question of color, that this black is too intense, that I should be using something else instead. Maybe just go for a white or a mild gray instead. But yeah, it's a start. That will be something big sometime in the future, when my head is in a space that I can work on something like scrap project. I think I'm gonna put this one in here too, because then I have all of it in the same place. Let's grab the basket again, because now we have erased that one. No, we said we're keeping it. We didn't erase it. This is a project bag that I got in Estonia when I was there with Nancy Bush, and I don't even think there is a project in here. So this is just small testing things that I did with traveling stitches, and I think we're gonna have some Estonian braids, different kind of them, and really liked many of them, and I want to incorporate them into my patterns. And yeah, some yarn, and this is a project bag that needs to be cleaned and not put into the work in progress pile. Then we have some leftover sock yarn, and I saw I dropped some on the floor. That is something that can go to the hexipuffs. Let's put it in there. Then we have this brioche project that I haven't worked on in years, and it's tangled up and I don't know what's going on. Okay, but this is just a basic brioche in the round, and it's quite big, And I don't really know how big it is. I know the needle is 80 centimeters in the round, and I need to untangle this before I can show you anything. But the cast on edge is a little bit tight compared to how big the fabric is. And yeah, this is Jeopard lace weight with cashmere. So it's really a luxurious yarn. It's super, super soft. And I have some more in my stash in both this gray and darker and black. So I think I was thinking about making a gradient project of some kind with it, but I don't know what I should be doing with this piece. If it's something that I want to keep, maybe do a big shawl color in brioche and then go down and knit a sweater. But I think the shawl color will be huge if it's staying the width it is at the moment. So I think this one needs to be frogged and recalculated and something better done with the yarn. So we put it over here together with the clean pile. Now we are down to my crochet blanket. I've shown you this one time before, but I didn't talk too much about it at the moment, at the time. This is a cotton blanket, lap-sized blanket, but it's going to be really long, I think. With cotton yarn that I dyed in 3 different pinks and 3 different greens, and I have white to go with them. So I started down here with the palest pink and the darkest green, and then I moved into here with second of both colors, and then I will be finishing off with the palest green and the darkest pink. So all of them were dyed by me, and I'm just basically going with this stitch until I run out of one skein, and then I connect the next one and just keep on going. I don't know what I want to do for a border. I don't know how I will finish it off, but I put that much work into it, so I'm definitely keeping it. What I'm doing is I'm doing 3, in English at least it's double crochet. I don't know what it is in US, if it's triple crochet, I think. And then I'm chaining 3 that goes across and then down again. So on my next round I will be putting down my double or triple depending on into this empty space here, and then I will chain across where I have these 3. I will continue to do so, and it makes this pretty blanket where the rows kind of sits in between each other. Yeah, it's something that I have been working on for the past 6 months at least, and not that much, but a couple of rounds or rows, and that is enough to be eligible as a whip, I think. Okay, my basket of shame. How will this go? Let's start with this one. This is a linen top that I did years and years ago. I don't like how it sits. I don't like how unfinished it is. And yeah, it will go into ripping out pile, and it needs to be reworked into something better. I really, really like the colors, as you can see here. It's my typical summer colors, so I want to do something fun with it, and let's see what we can figure out with that. Here I have a single sock that I think I run out of yarn, so I don't really know what I should be doing with this. I know that I can do one thing with it, and that is show off how the heel works on my heel workshop that I will be having this weekend. So let's put it over here into my will be shown off pile. This isn't even knitting. This is a project that I did when I visited Estonia with, it's only one flower, right? Yeah. We had some challenges that we should do with with scraps and pieces, and we all got one wool sock and then try to make it into some kind of puppet of some kind. So this is my goat with the long floppy ears and a flower in her mouth. And yeah, it's too precious to just throw away, and I really don't know what I should be doing with it. So it just lives in my shame basket apparently. Then we have some more needles that could go into the notions bag. We have a couple of magazines with lace, of course. We have some gossamer, and we have some piecework magazine. It's this one. If you like to knit lace, go check out their lace issues. You can back order them from who is it? Interweave, I think. I think it's Interweave that you can back order them from. You just search for piecework and lace issue and you will find them. They are absolutely stunning. Okay, what else do we have in here? We have some more project bags, or this is just for holding your yarn. But this one is a real project bag with a big zipper puller. Zip puller on, and why? Oh, it even has this matching purse inside. So you keep all of the good stuff in here. It's empty. And some ribbon. I don't even know what that's for, so I guess we're going to put that in the pile of needs to be reconsidered somehow. I would say that this is a lace edge for something that hasn't been sewn onto a swatch. Here we have some more. Maybe this swatch. No, this is a swatch of a triangular shawl, Estonian triangular shawl. And here we have another swatch with a pattern on it. Basically, I have a lot of swatches in here. So here we have another swatch and one more. Oh, I like this yarn. One more pattern. And I actually kept all of my swatches in this basket at the moment. So, and here we have some more swatches for steeking. And that is something that we will discuss more some other day, not today, but I have some swatches for it, so that's a good thing. I think we have this one too. Yeah, that's for steeking. Then we have a bigger swatch for Estonian shawl. And some cables in a swatch. And what's this? Okay, all of the swatches going into this basket. Then we have another hat that needs to have the ends woven in. Why am I so bad at weaving in the ends? let's put it in the current work in progress pile, so maybe it gets its ends woven in. Now I have a lot of yarn in here that I don't really know what to do about. This is like this band that you can do, and for some reason I've started a second one over here with the same colors, but it's not as wide. That is also a really fun technique, so I don't want to get rid of that one. I put it over there. And then we have some yarn that we can just put up from the baskets. Some different kinds. I think most of them are for the swatches that I did for steeking. Put them over there. And then we have some more patterns. For a sweater. For my lace design. And a Hemslöjden magazine. Okay, I think, I don't really know. We have some more yarns first that needs to be disposed of, not disposed of, but taking out from this basket at least. I think that it's not that much left in here. Let's hope for the best. We have one more swatch for a shawl design that I made, where I want to try out some colors and how to calculate it and how to make it right. So we'll put that back there. We have some more yarn, and we have even more yarn in here, in this basket. I think this is just wool yarn. That's, yeah. Okay, anything else of interest or of interest? You're gonna see it all. You're gonna see that it's empty at the end. We have a small hat that is a bit longer at the neck than in the front, in this fun yellow color, and still no ends woven in. A small notions tin. Yeah, there were some things in there. And then for some reason, I don't know what this is. I really don't know what this is. Why do I have cast on for like mittens? I don't know the yarn. So rip it pile to reclaim those needles and put yarn into better use. Now there is one project left in this basket, and this is actually a sweater that my ex-mother-in-law made, and she didn't want to seam it, and it's been laying in that basket for like 5 years, and I really don't know if I should do it and gift it to her, because she has made all of the work, I think, but I don't know if she would like it and if she would appreciate it. And half of it is done, so it's this gray long warm sweater. It's really pretty. It's a soft yarn that I don't think they make any longer, so yeah. I think this is my biggest shame project. That's why I call it the shame bucket, because it's taken forever to do nothing. I think I've done some of the things here, and I think I seamed up this sleeve at least. And yeah, what do you think? What should I do with this sweater? Should I finish it and gift it to her. Or it's a very loose spun yarn, so I can't really reclaim the yarn for it. I don't know what I should be doing otherwise. You can see this yarn is just a 1-ply and it's very, very loose. Yeah, I really don't know what I should be doing with this sweater. Please, please give me some advice and let me know what I should be doing with this sweater. That is actually everything that I have currently, or that I can find at least. I don't know about the rest. But this is currently everything that I have going on. And please give me advice about that sweater. So that was everything for this week. I hope you will have a terrific week. Happy knitting. Bye!